Trevor, explain to me why somebody would take out a second mortgage if I already have equity in my home right now that I could use for any debt.
There's various reasons why somebody would take a second mortgage. The easiest being, maybe a divorce scenario where somebody needs some extra money. Business for self people where they can't prove their income. The biggest reason we see why people require a second mortgage is that they've let their credit score slip so that it's at a point where their first lender won't look at them.
Okay, so if we find ourselves in a situation where we need money, so either for a divorce or a new car or obviously maintenance on our home, there's always something going. We would, and our credit score is not up to par from when we originally got our mortgage. That's when we would get a second mortgage?
That would be the biggest reason that we see here. So somebody's let their credit score, drop. Maybe they want to consolidate their credit cards to help with cash flow.
Okay.
We first look at their first mortgage to see if we can work with the first mortgage lender. If that, situation fails, then we'll look at a second mortgage. And what a second mortgage is we take some of our private investors who are willing to lend out to the mortgage market, and they will help these people out. Generally, they'll put a second mortgage on the property for a 1-year term, and we're generally seeing interest-only payments for that 1-year term.
Okay, so it's a 1-year term. So when I think of a mortgage, I'm thinking 5 to 10 years,
right,
but a second mortgage would be a shorter time?
Generally it is. It works a little bit differently because now we're dealing with private investors who are willing to invest on real property, but really want to see their return and get paid out after 1 year.
What's your advice, being the professional that you are, to someone who's watching and they're having problems with their finances, or maybe we're kind of thinking long term, what if we need something done or we need a new car or something? What would your advice be to them?
So the first thing is I want them to come in and chat, simply because we're going to look at all scenarios for them. We're going to talk to their first mortgage lender to see if they're willing to help them out with their scenario. But really the first thing is assessing their situation and then seeing where it is and then creating a plan for them at that point.
Okay, so key is to come in, speak with you, and consult on what my options are. Because, when you think of second mortgages or a third mortgage, as you said, for many reasons that we could do, it's overwhelming.
It is, and we really have to, sit down, break it down with our clients and make sure that we're setting them up to succeed in the future and also educating them.
Well, where can somebody go to get more information if they need to contact you?
They can always go to my website, trevordaly.ca.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.